Hello, I have not spoken about new release makeup for about a week and a half now. I'm late, maybe a bit longer, but let's do some catch up because there's some interesting stuff coming out. Okay, we need to start with Colourpop and we need to talk about this collection that is coming out. I am a Twilight fan. I don't know if you would have picked it, but I am. I don't know if I'm a big enough fan to be like, I need to buy a whole bunch of Colourpop makeup that I won't use just because it's a Twilight collection. But I have to say, it's the first time a collection with a property has got me and got me interested in years, in absolute years. So, what have we seen so far? They're talking about sort of blood, lips. I get it. What they have shown is Luxe lip oil. So there's three of them. One of them is Team Edward. That's a really bad screenshot. Sorry about that. It's like a dark blue, but it's like a jelly clear sort of blue, and this is what it looks like on the lips. Then there is Belle's for Bella. It's supposed to be like a blood red, but again, very, very sheer. These are lip oils. And then Team Jacob. I was Team Jacob up until he sort of imprinted on the baby. Weird. You get it. And this is like a black, and I think this one looks pretty cool. They've also shown some Super Shock cheeks, I think they are. Or are these just Super Shock shadows? Whatever. They're not really my cup of tea. This sort of frosty white thing is, no, I'm not interested. But what I do think is interesting is this sort of body shimmery oil. They had to do this. I was wondering how they were going to do the shimmery body thing, and this makes perfect sense. So it's a shimmery body oil, and as you can see, it represents the movies very well. So there's going to be more to come. They're sort of revealing it as I'm talking. So what I'll probably do in the next one of these videos is update you on the full collection. That's definitely my most interesting thing of the week, for me anyway. They've also released this Golden Hour palette, bit boring. They have released Multichrome new Multichrome cream gel liners. These, look, we've seen a few brands do them. I'm glad that an affordable brand's doing them, but I'm not seeing much. There is a color shift obviously there, I see it, and these do look quite nice. I do find that with most of these liners, depending on, it doesn't even matter on the price point, it just is the nature of them. They just look like really nice metallic liners. So the purple one here, even though it might have a bit of a shift towards the corners, it's very hard to see. And when you just put on a small area of the eye like this, it just looks like really nice metallic liners. That's the same with the Kaleidos ones. It's the same with like pretty much most of them, unless they've got a really intense shift. There may be like this one here that has the most intense color shift where it does look like a multichrome on the eye, but majority of the time they just look like really nice punchy metallics, which I don't have a problem with. I think they're nice, so you can get them from Colourpop now. Lots of new base products. This is a new foundation coming from Louboutin Beauty. So you can see the shade range there. It looks very bougie. I'm sure it's very nice. I'm sure it's very expensive. We've also seen a new concealer from Fenty. So here's some information. Let's have a look. Wear Even Concealer. So 12-hour Longwear hydrating concealer smooths and blurs for a natural second skin finish. Excellent. So it does have skincare ingredients, some ingredients there. It does look quite nice. So you can see that it does get rid of sort of like discoloration and whatnot, some acne scarring. It covers nicely. Looks all right. Looks cool. Great. Tarte has a new concealer. This is the Maracujá Juicy Concealer. I think there's a white one, which is interesting. I find these photos are less sort of compelling because, like, are they putting it all over the face? I don't know, but there we go. It's like a pot concealer. We've also seen a concealer from Guerlain. So this is the Natural Perfection Concealer. It looks kind of fancy. They're the shades, they're the color matches. So if you have the foundation, you can see what one to use. These ones, like flawless either side. There's a little bit of darkness in that, but it's not much. I feel like the difference here is very minimal. It might look very close to the skin. Maybe it's very sheer. I don't know. I just feel like they've taken people with flawless skin and gone, look, these people are flawless. Thanks, Guerlain. Like I didn't know. Laura Mercier also has released a new concealer. So what do we know about it? It's crease proof, 16-hour wear. And it's the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Concealer. how does it already have 482 reviews on their site? I don't know, but anyway, that's out. Guerlain has also released two new shades of their Gold Radiance Primer. So this is like a hydrating primer with like little gold flakes in it. I think we actually did like a how many pumps on the makeup breakup ages ago, and the one that was always available was the gold. Now they got rose gold and they've got white gold. To be fair, like they say, it's for cool skin tones, warm skin tones, neutral skin tones. The gold doesn't do anything, let's be real. It sort of just disappears. So this is just bouge for the sake of bouge, but if you like it, there it is. Quick update from a couple of weeks ago. The MAC Lovestruck Luck collection has come out. Now, Trend Mood was saying that this is likely a Valentine's Day collection. And I said I think it looks more like a Lunar New Year collection. It is. It's out and it's a Lunar New Year collection. So that's everything in the collection and it is out. Pat McGrath has also released a new Lunar New Year quad. So it is like, it's called the Luxe Quad Bronze Borealis New Year Edition. Now this is a palette that's been out. So this is what it looked like. This was the packaging it came in. And now you can buy it in a bunch of different packs for Lunar New Year, but essentially it's just, I think it's a different, like it's got the gold packaging and it's got a different sort of red design box with like lotus flowers on it, but it is a re-promoted product. Hourglass are releasing Shape and Sculpt lip liners. So these are the shades. It's mainly a bunch of nudes, berry and a red. One thing I do find like that does look pretty, but one thing I do find a little bit annoying about these types of releases is that they never release multiple shades of reds. It's always like true red. What about like warm tone red, orange tone red? We need liners for that as well, and this doesn't really cut it. So anyway, that's always the thing they do, but I quite like Hourglass lip products. I think they make nice lip products, so I'm sure these are nice. I just don't use lip liners. Last thing I'm going to talk about, there are a few other new release things. I just didn't find that interesting. Glaminatrix Cosmetics have given us a bit of a sneak peek of a new product that's launching. So up until this point, they've been predominantly or only eyeshadows, so whether it's single eyeshadows or palettes. Now they're delving into cheek and lip flush. So these are two shades. You see like a rosy mauvey sort of pink and a red, and they're getting into what looks like the liquid cream cheek products, which is interesting. So that's something that will be coming from them sometime this year. Some of you may have seen as well that Beauty News is coming back. So on YouTube, we're going to be posting a couple of videos a month. One of them will be a Beauty News monthly recap. Now, what does that mean for these videos? I'm still going to do them. I like doing them weekly. I like chatting about things. I like not overly researching them. I like just talking about things as they sort of appear. But what we're going to do at the end of the month is go over probably our top and bottom 10, so the most interesting releases of the month, and discuss them in a sort of podcast style. So that's how they're both going to fit in. I'm going to talk about my weekly stuff, and then we'll talk a little bit more in depth about less products over on Beauty News. So if you did want to check that out, I won't link it anywhere, but you can go search Beauty News and subscribe, but there'll be monthly recaps. So that's how this will be sort of slotting into that.